Good morning, everyone. So, since the lending session has been moved, and Thank you too for. All right, so it's another week, another fresh week, another month, and the month started on Friday, but we officially commenced or started it today. Okay, so this week is going to be very volatile. This week is a fire week. You're having a lot of volatile. Okay, it's going to be very, very volatile. In case maybe you enter a trade, or in case maybe you are stuck in a trade, you need to expect uncertainties. There's going to be a lot of uncertainties in this week market movement because of the election. You're having a lot of interest rates data to be released. Background is noisy. Kindly mute yourself. So as I'm saying, you're having a lot of volatile news that's it's about to be released. You're having a lot of that is about to be released. So the interest rate is going to start on. So on November 4th, you are going to be having interest rates. Sorry. So today is 4th of November. So let's check out the fundamentals and see whether we are going to be having any high impact news today. So Monday 4th, today we are having. So today we don't have any high impact news. So the lending session is going to start 8 euro. We are not having any high impact news. When it comes to Tuesday too, we are going to be Tuesday too, you're having ISMP service PMI, you're having presidential election. So tomorrow, I would advise you need to stay out from the market during the lending the New York section. It's very, very important. It's important to stay back and observe, other than betting your life money on this. Most of these things, it's not worth it. Okay, it's not worth it unless maybe you're having a spare money that you want to use it to gamble. Other than that, I will advise, if you are starting out, if you're having any small amounts of, if you're having small accounts, don't try to gamble on this thing, because tomorrow is going to fall. It is going to be full of uncertainties. Election week, election day is going to be full of uncertainties. If Trump wins, you know what's going to happen. So you need to be very, very careful tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow is election. What of Wednesday? Wednesday, you don't have any high impact news. Wednesday is very clean. Wednesday is clean. Thursday, you having interest rates, the pound interest rate. You're having pound interest rate, and you're having, at the same time, you're having FOMC interest rate on the dollar. Okay, you're having interest rate. So Thursday too is one of the volatile deals. So on Friday it's kind of clean, because the only interest rate the only high impact is on cards. So Friday too is cool. So Thursday and Wednesday is going to be one of the high impact volatile days. You need to be very, very, very careful, because you are going to be seeing unexpectancy. You are going to be seeing them like uncertainty, a lot of uncertainties in the market. That's what you need to take note of. You are going to be seeing a lot of uncertainties in the market. So let's move to, because of the daylight savings, and I've really so let's see. So let's analyze. Let's move to the tech area, because of the what is going on in the world. You are seeing a lot of gaps in the market. Okay, so you need to find ways on how to, when it was CHF2, we're having gap in the market. Okay, and most of the time gaps normally get filled. So yesterday I was even thinking this price on USD was thinking price is not going to move us, like it's not going to invalidate structure, so that you take advantage of this gap. So the because of the because of the news happening, because of the election, because of most of the things going on in the world, that's why you are seeing a big gap in the market of even the higher time frame. So you see that it's filled this week too. The same thing is happening. The gap needs to be filled. It needs to be corrected. You get it? It needs to be corrected in the market. So let's analyze the currencies and see what's going on. So this week, this is how I'm going to. So this week, I've officially started trading. I'm going to make withdrawal today. I'll check it out when we finish that analysis and see whether I'll be getting opportunity to withdraw. I'm going to trade it. So of late, I'm not going to trade personal accounts again. I've stopped trading personal accounts. I'm going to be serious on my funding. So I've made a plan on how I'm going to be trading the accounts. You get it? When it comes to risk management, you get it? I'm going to be fully focused. Because I have to make sure I'm getting more funding. Okay, so since I've been able to fund that one, I'm going to leverage on that to make it happening on other accounts. So I need to be very disciplined. I'm not going to be pressured if opportunities are not happening. I'm just going to stay disciplined and make sure I'm sticking to only few pairs. I'm not going to be hopping around trading more pairs, trying to be trading a lot of pairs. You get it? I'm not going to be trading volatile pairs like gold and GJ. They are very volatile, so I'm not going to be gambling on those things. Because one thing you need to understand is what, for the meantime, my target is for the month or for the bi-weekly is not that much. I need 2% or 3%. I'm down for the month. Okay, and I'm going to get paid. You get it? So now my funded account has become my work. Okay, if I make small efforts, I'm going to be get paid. If I make small efforts, I'm going to be paid. So that I'm not going to rush to lose the account. I'm going to take it very conservative, trade it small after take it slow. So when I get any money from there, then I use it to fund to pay for other accounts. That's how it's going to be done. So I'm not going to trade volatile pairs, but I'll be analyzing those volatile pairs. But I'm not going to be gambling on those volatile pairs like the pound, yen, and the gold. But I'll be analyzing them. But when it comes to trading them, I'm not going to be trading them. I'm just going to be focusing on the less volatile pairs like GDP USD. I think USD CHF2 is cool. So I'll be looking at up to those pairs too. Personal accounts, I'm not all that serious. I just over leverage, waste, lose a lot of money over there. But when it comes to funding, I'm very disciplined. So I'm going to stick on that. The monthly time frame, let's do top-down analysis and see whether there was going to be an opportunity. So this one too. Okay. So let's move to the monthly time frame and do our top-down analysis. So getting to the monthly time frame on the pound dollar, getting to the monthly time frame on the pound dollar, you can clearly see, the market's an uptrend. So we're having a resistance. Even this one is going to take a long time for it to happen. You're having an uptrend of We're having an uptrend. Currently, we're having a support over here. Is the sound breaking? Please, those on YouTube, can you hear me? Is the sound okay now? Those on YouTube, is the sound okay now? I think the sound is okay. All right. So if my the sound is okay, let me know. It's still breaking. Then it's the network. Okay, so yeah, because I'm getting the feedback and I think it's okay. So if there was any issue, let me know. Okay, but I think now it's okay. If there was any issue, please kindly let me know because I'm not listening to myself. So if you guys are facing any problem on YouTube, kindly let me know. Okay. So on the monthly time frame, you are currently having a support over here. You are currently having a support over here. So I'm coming. All right. So the monthly time frame, these are the various levels. You get it over here. You're having support over here. You get it. So you can see the market, the candle did what? The candle retested on the level, and now it has been rejected by the level. You get it. It has been rejected by the level. So when you move to the weekly time frame, a downtrend. The trend is what? A downtrend. You can see it for yourself. You made higher high, higher high. Currently, the trend is what? A downtrend at the what? The trend is a downtrend at the trend is a downtrend at the weekly time frame. So the various confluences, you need to state the various confluences. So as I said, when you are trying to determine the trend, you start from the higher time frame, from the weekly time frame to what? The lower time frame. So the various confluence. So the various confluence at the various confluence, you're having the weekly time frame to be what? You're having the weekly time frame to be downtrend. So now the weekly time frame is a downtrend. So let's identify the various level that its price might get rejected. So we have a support level over here that it might be rejected by price. That we drew over here is being rejected by price at this point. So on the weekly time frame, the previous daily candle, that was last week candle, retested on this level, and now when the market opened, so you are still seeing the gap at the weekly time frame. You see, it's supposed the candle from here. Okay, this is where the candle closed. So if it is starting, it needs to start from here. So this is where we are seeing the gap. The gap is what we are seeing, the gap at the weekly time frame. If you people can see it well, this is the gap. You get it? So when you move to the lower time frames, you'll be able to see them very well. So this is the gap that's when the weekends, the fundamentals that happen during the weekends, the market opened with a gap. This was the usual point, or this was the usual place that the candle was about to start from. But now it's started from this side. You get it? So there was a gap in the market. So we have identified the various levels. Range, we are expecting price to fill. We're having 85 pip range. By price, it's like doing range. Last week I was expecting this range to fill. We entered a sell and it went opposite to where we projected the price to be moving to. So the same thing is happening this week too. Okay, but I'm very sure this range needs to be filled. Okay, this range needs to be filled. So when you move to the daily time frame, let's move to the daily time frame. Let's identify the trend. Let's identify our various levels. So you see the points, or where I drew the horizontal line, and I'm seeing the wick must be filled. When it comes to the daily time frame, if you come to the daily time frame, you can see now the wick has become the gap has become a wick over here. Okay, so you are seeing the daily time frame to gap. So on the daily time frame, this is the point it needs to be to be filled. When it comes to the daily time frame, so you need to master how to read candles. It's very, very important. If you understand how to read candle, the candle is like a language. So you need to understand how to read them. You get it? So let's first of all identify trend is what currently price was doing. It was higher, low. So price was doing lower, low, lower, higher. Where the trend shifted. So the trend shifted around this side. Turn it to what? The trend shifted at this point. Because you are seeing some consolidation trend at the daily time frame. Currently, the trend is a downtrend at the daily time frame. So let's add it to the various confluences, because you are trying to do time frame correlation. You get it? You need to make sure they are all in line as well. Yeah, voice is breaking. That's the network. I'm very worried. I'm worried about what's going on. So that's the network. So kindly manage. So the daily time is what? A downtrend. The daily time frame is a downtrend. The daily time frame is, and as I'm saying, let's identify the various levels. So currently, on the daily time frame, this candle hasn't closed. You get it? This candle, let me check. So it should be good by now. All right. So are you people see my screen? Okay. Those on YouTube, can you see my screen? All right. So it should be good by now because I've tried to work on it. All right, so let's move to the weekly, the daily time frame. So as I said, the trend is what? A downtrend. But when it comes to, so let's identify the levels that price might what? It's the level that might reject price. So when it comes to the daily time frame, we are seeing the level over here that it might be rejected by price. So this is the level, and you're having another level over here. That's all right. So thank you. Let's say to be perfect throughout. So on the daily time frame too. So when it comes to candle analysis, let's try and read the candle and see. So the previous candle, that was yesterday's candle, tried to break through. That was Friday rather. The Friday candle tried to break through this level. You get it? It tried to. So if you change it to a line chart, you'll be able to see it very well. So we're having a rejection level too at this level, at this side. There was a rejection level at this point. So there was a rejection levels at these various points, and we are seeing the gap. So on the daily time frame, you see, when I move to the weekly time frame, I identify the level that we are having a gap. Okay, so when you move to the weekly time frame, this is the gap. Is it the weekly time frame? Open, close. Yeah, so this is the gap. Okay, this is the gap. So the whole of this point is a gap. So when you move to the daily time frame, we can see it very well. So on the daily time frame, you can see the gap. Okay, so the market open and close around the side. So this candle was supposed to start at this point. This is where at normal, this is where the market is supposed to start. This is where the candle is supposed to start, but it started at this point. You get it? It started at this point. So there has been a gap in the market. Okay, there has been an inconsistency in the market. At this point needs to be filled by what? Price. The price needs to what? Fill this range, or fill this. The gap is around how many? You need to check the pip range for the gap. The gap is what? 52 pips. You get it? It's 52 pips. The gap is 52 pips. Okay, it's 50. So the daily time frame is a downtrend, weekly is downtrend. So let's move to H4 and see what's happening over there. So when you move to the H4, it's kind of rough. You get it? It's kind of rough. So reading the market, you start from here. Price was what? A downtrend at this point. The moment this, so now H4 time frame, currently H4 market is what? A downtrend. So when the market opened, I was just watching the market. I was thinking, or I was even expecting price to retest on this level. Okay, retest on this level, because I hope you people are seeing the gap. We're having a gap over here. See where the market closed on Friday. This is where the market closed. It closed at this level, or it's closed at this point, this price level. So it was supposed to what? It was supposed to, when this market opened, it was supposed to start from this end, but see where it started. Okay, so we're having inconsistency around this level. Price needs to come back and correct this move. Okay, so this is what we call gap. Price needs to come back and correct this whole, this is a gap. So as the market open, I was thinking price is going to this level is going to reject price to move further up. Then you take advantage of what? This gap to be filled. But see where price later what? Moved further up, get to this end, and what? It has started retracing. So as it has been happening in the market, mostly the gaps get filled. So this the same thing that I'm expecting it to happen in the market at this time. I'm expecting price or I'm expecting this gap to be filled maybe during the day, either today or tomorrow. By all means, this place is going to be filled, because mostly when the market creates a gap, it comes back and fill. Okay, so the same thing that I'm expecting it to happen this time too. I'm expecting the gap to be filled. I'm expecting price to fill what? The various gap, the inconsistency in the market. So you can see the gap is really big. It's very big. So the gap is very big. It's like 50 pips. Okay, but now when we check our various confluences, one thing we are seeing is what? The H4 is not in line with the various time frames. So normally, as I said, I have to make sure what? Either the mostly, so this is how I trade. Mostly, at least H4 and daily should be in the same what? The trend for the various time frames, the H4 and the daily should be in the same what? Should be in the same, they should be in the same trend. Okay, they should have the same trend. So if the daily is an uptrend, I have to see the H4 to be also in what? An uptrend. If the daily is what? a downtrend. I have to see the various time frame to also be in what, a downtrend. That's what mostly I expect from the market. But if I see inconsistency among them, I have to make sure and be in line. They have to be in line. Okay, so either the H4 will shift structure and be in line with what, or shift trend to be in line with what, the daily time frame. This is what mostly I expect. So when I get a weekly time frame to be in line with the daily and H4, it's an additional bonus. Okay, it's a bonus for me, or it's a plus for me. So now the H42 is what, this is what mostly I expect from the market. This is what mostly I expect from the market. So the daily time frame is what? The daily time frame is currently an uptrend. The daily time frame, the H4 time frame is an uptrend. So you can see the inconsistency among them. The weekly is what, a downtrend. The daily is a downtrend. H4 is a what, an uptrend. So when I see something of this sort, what will I do? When I see something of this sort, what I would do, normally when I see something of this sort, what I would do is what, I have to allow the trend to what, shift. So either H4 to shift to become what, a downtrend. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. So now, even though I'm having a gap to be filled, I have to wait for a shift in trend. Currently, the trend for the H4 is an uptrend. So I have to see a shift in trend like this. Okay, the moment price shifts, then I will know what, price is currently a downtrend. If I see something like this, then I'll go in for a sell. But currently, price is what, an uptrend. I can't, deciding on my daily bias is going to be very difficult, because my daily bias, normally I decide on it when the trend is in line. Okay, I decide on my daily bias when the trend is in line, when they are all in the same direction. That's when I decide. So now I can't tell, or I can't decide on my daily bias. There was inconsistency. So first of all, what I would love to do, or what I would love to see on the chart is what, I would love to see a shift in structure. Okay, I would love to see a shift in structure to be in line with what, a sell. That's what's out. So when we get a shift in structure to be in line with what, to be in line with the higher time frames, downtrend trend, we are very confident. Okay, you are going to be very confident. So the best way, or the safer way, according to me, from my experience, is what, when you are using this system, when you are waiting for most of the time frame, when most of the time frames are in the same direction, I think that's the best way to come out successfully when you are trading. So it's always important to make sure you are looking for them. Okay, especially the higher time frames, like the weekly, daily, H4 time frame. So I don't check the trend anything lower than the H4 time frame. I don't check out, or I don't look for what, a trend on those levels. I normally look for entries. I use it for my entries and what, mostly how to enter the market when it comes to H1 time frame. But normally I prefer the H1 time frame to what, take a trade on, or the M30. So sometimes I even get a trade on what, M50 time frame, based on the condition of the market. But currently, when it comes to the H4 time frame, it's an uptrend. So I'm not going to be looking for, I don't have a daily bias for now. I don't know what to do for now. So I have to make sure the trend has shifted direction to be in line with what, the time frame over here. Then I'll take what, a sell. That's what I'll be looking for, to fill this gap. This gap needs to fill. So when I see something of this, they'll say what, the market retest. Okay, move up to this side. When it comes back again, retest, then I'll take a sell. It's going to be the best level. I would love to take a sell, but it depends on the condition. So sometimes it can retrace to this side again, then what, we take a sell. So based on the level that it is going to retest on, that's where you are going to make decisions. So it's based on the condition of the market, or what the market will present to us, and based on our experience, based on our knowledge level, we will use it to make a decision in the market. So currently, I don't have daily bias on what, I don't have a daily bias on GBP USD. Okay, but I strongly believe that this gap is going to be filled in the market. I strongly believe that this gap is going to be filled in the market. So it's all about being patient and waiting for the right and what the perfect setup. That's what is going to give you the confidence in the market. So a lot of people enter the market and they are not very confident on their trade because they've not seen their setup happening more often. They have not they've not accustomed themselves with their setups. Okay, so mostly if you do something over and over again, you become very confident on your execution. So the thing that I'm expecting to happen in the market, I've seen it happening over and over again. You get it? So that's why I'm expecting something of that sort to happen. That's why I'm expecting something of that sort to what happen in the market. So this is what I'm expecting. Waiting for a structure shift, then I'll take a sell. That then it's up to you. So let's move to USD So as I said, this month I'm going to be trading the low volatile pairs like the USD the GBP USD. Those are the pairs that I'm going to be trading. Okay, so I hope it's okay on YouTube. Is it okay? The network is really, really bad this morning. Let's try and manage, please. All right, so as I'm saying, on USD CHF, on USD CHF, we're having a gap for the market to be filled. So we are having this gap over here. So as I'm saying, when are you going to take the buy to be part of this gap for us to experience this gap to be filled? That's the most important thing. So that's why technical analysis is very, very important. So sometimes the fundamental analysis is going to give you the long-term projection, okay, where price is going to head to at long term. But when it comes to where to enter or when to exit, technical analysis is going to come in. Okay, so you don't just enter and exit if you have a projection. So if you strongly believe that Trump is going to win, and based on your past analysis, based on your experience, you just enter the trade, maybe gold USD, just enter. Now you have to wait for technical analysis to give you the entry price before you enter. Okay, so if you strongly believe that if Trump wins election, because of your past experience, normally what we see the dollar to be strong, doesn't mean you need to start buying. You need to wait for what technical analysis to give you a buy confirmation before you jump into the trade. That's the most important thing you need to be doing. Okay, so when it comes to technical analysis, it gives us how to, so the pattern normally gives us how to enter and how to exit from what from trades. Is very, very important. Okay, so let's move to the monthly time frame to do our top down analysis and see where price is going to give us an opportunity, or whether there was an opportunity. Okay, so when you move to the monthly time frame, on the monthly time frame, you're having what? A rejection level over here. There was a rejection level over here at the monthly time frame. So when you move to the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, there was a support over here. There was a support over here. We're having a support over here. So you turn it to what? A line chart for you to see whether the levels are accurate. Okay, so you're having another level over here. We're having another level over there. You get it? So I normally turn it to a line chart for me to get the accuracy. So if on the weekly time frame, if price is moving down, I think it needs to what? Retrace and fill the whole of this move. Okay, if price is moving down, it needs to what? Move down to fill the whole of this move. That's the best way for price, the best direction for price to go. But one thing you need to understand is what currently this move is just a downtrend. You get it? This is just a downtrend. So price has broken through the various levels and now making a retracement. So if it is making a retracement, this retracement, when you move to the lower time frame, when you moves back on what? A various point of interest or area of interest. So this is the area of interest. So if price is pulling back, it's either going to pull back on this one, move down, or going to do at long run. You get it? So at long run, that's what price is going to do. So we are expecting the pullback at this level, and price will continue. So when you move to the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, so let's try and see the various confluences, whether they are all going to be aligned for us to make a decision. So the various confluence, the weekly time frame is what? The weekly is an uptrend. You get it? The daily time frame too is what? So let's move to the daily time frame. Let's move to the daily time frame and see. So the daily time frame is kind of consolidating. It's consolidated the whole of last week. Okay, but yesterday we can be seeing the clear move. So price consolidated. You see the barcode over here. Price consolidated for some time. Price has been consolidating. You can't see there was no clear move over here. So the moment price broke out this one, the trend will continue. You get it? You're expecting a rate test. We are expecting a rate test on this one. Then the trend will continue up. Okay, you're expecting a rate test, then the trend will continue. So this candle broke out from the range, made a rate test when the candle opened. When Sunday candle opened, it's made a rate test. Okay, so when you move to the daily time frame, this is the level that if price is coming down, it's going to come down to rate test on this level. Okay, because the trend, if you change it to a line chart, you can see it very well. It's made a consolidation. Price broke out. Now retest on this one. What are you of the trend? A continuation of the trend. You get it? So now price is retesting on this one. So the trend on the daily time frame is what? An uptrend. So when you move to the weekly, when you move to the H4 time frame, so this a level, okay? There was a resistance level 2 over here. So if price starts moving up, it's going to move up to this side. Price is going to move up. It's either going to come here and move up to this side, okay? So the reason why the resistance hasn't been indicated over here is the daily time frame hasn't closed yet. One thing you need to understand, the daily time frame. So this resistance you are seeing over here is still not valid because the daily time frame hasn't closed yet. So let's move to the H4 time frame and see the various rejections. So when you move to the H4 time frame, so at this point too, as I said, we need a gap to be filled by reading at what the various we brought up the various candles to the various time frames together. We notice that the weekly time frame is an uptrend. The daily time frame is also what? An uptrend. So when you move to the H4 time frame, the H4 time frame is what? A downtrend. The H4 time frame is a downtrend. You get it? The reason is what? Price made a high, retested, broke out, but it's at this point it was an uptrend. The moment price came down again, it turned to what? A downtrend. Now the low has been broken, the high has been broken. So now the trend is what? The trend is currently on H4. It's a downtrend. But as I said, we are having what? We are having a gap for price to get filled. This gap needs to be filled by price. Okay. So can we enter a buy now? No, we can't enter a buy now. As I said, I'm seeing inconsistency in the trend. Okay. So I need to wait for a shift. I need to wait for a shift in price or a shift in trend. Okay. I need to see something like this, as I indicated on GBP USD. I need to see a shift in trend, move up. Okay, then I'll wait for a retest, then take. So I don't base solely on what the daily H4 time frame for my decision making. I normally wait for 2 time frames to be in sync, or 2 time frames to be in what? In the same direction, then I will take a sell. So now maybe we can be getting a short-term sell over here, because this is just a pullback. Okay, can be getting a short-term sell over here, but for the meantime, this is what I'm expecting. So when the market opened, because we were having various levels over here, so when the market opened, this is what I was expecting. I was expecting price to break, I was expecting price to retest on this level. When price retest on this level, then we find out a buy opportunity, and we take a buy. But it happened that this candle has broken below this one. You get it? It happened that this candle. At the meantime, this is what I'm expecting. I'm waiting for the shift. I need to wait for a shift in trend, then I'll take what? A buy. This is what I'm expecting it to happen. But for the meantime, there's no daily buyers at this point. I can't say I'm taking a buy. I can't say I'm taking a sell, unless maybe we have seen a shift in trend before I'll take a sell. I'll take a buy. Okay. So that's what I'm expecting it to happen. I'm expecting a shift in trend, then I'll take a buy. You get it? Then I'll take a buy. So let's move to GBP JPY and see that one too. So on GBP JPY, let's remove everything and see what's going on. So currently on GBP/JPY, the trend is what? An uptrend. At the daily time frame, we have a rejection over here. We have price rejection over here. You're having price rejection over here. You get it? You're having price rejection over here. So the trend is very perfect on uptrend when it comes to the monthly time frame. But since we are just a day trader, because the stop loss alone on the monthly time frame, your account can't withstand, or your account can't be able to what trade that time frame. So it's getting to it. It's the stop. So that's why normally we move to the lower time frames with smaller pips. Then we take advantage of the those moves. Okay, because when it comes to the higher time frame, the stop loss is really wide. It's very big, so it's not advisable. So that's why you normally do top down analysis, so that you'll be able to go to the lower time frame. Okay, we normally go to the lower time frame like the daily time. We normally go to the lower time frame like what? The M30 time frame, the M50 time frame. At that point or at that level, the stop loss is really what? Very small over there. So our account size, because we normally don't trade big account size. Our account size is very small. So it's preferable to go to the lower time frames to be what? Looking for entry. That's when you are going to get small pips for your stop loss. So it's very, very necessary when you are doing your analysis. You do top down analysis. You can't be taking trades on what? The monthly time frame. The stop loss is going to be very big. So we identify the various levels and see where price is going to be rejected. The levels that is going to reject price to move further what? Up or down. All right. So we have identified the various points of interest, the various what? Support and resistances, the various reactional levels. So when you move to the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, you're having what? This rejectional level. Okay, this is the rejectional level at the weekly time frame. So we can see it very clear. So if price is moving down, I'm expecting price to retest on this one. Okay, then come down. What did I command? Yeah. Okay. 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 All right. Okay, so as I'm saying, if price is moving down, it is going to retest on this one, then price will move further up. Okay, and price will move further up. So I think maybe the way things are moving, price will move further up. That's what I'm expecting it to happen. You get it? That's what I'm expecting it to happen. So currently on the weekly time frame, this is the level that price it might reject price to move further up. That's what I'm expecting it to happen. So when you move to, so the various confluences, when it comes to the confluence, when it comes to the confluence, when it comes to the confluence, the weekly time frame is what? The weekly time frame is an uptrend. So looking at the daily time frame, so the daily time frame is a downtrend. You get it? Price was making higher high, higher low, higher high. The moment this point or the moment this level got broken, price retested and it is moving further. It is moving further down. So currently the trend on the daily time frame is what? The trend is what? A downtrend. The trend is what? A downtrend on the daily time frame. So we're having a rejection level over here. We're having a rejection level over here. So this is the rejection level. So price has now broken through this resistance. So this resistance is no more valid again. You get it? This resistance is no more valid again. So price was supposed to what? Retest on a key level. Price was supposed to retest on a key level, but it has broken without know what? A key level. Okay, so let's move to the H4 time frame and see whether we are going to get a rejectional level. The H4 time frame is what? A downtrend, but we're having a lot of rejections. Okay, we're having a lot of rejection around that. I will not recommend for you to take any sell. Okay, so unless price has broken through this one, unless we see something like this, so that's what I would love to see on what? I would love to see the H4 time frame doing. This is what I would love to see on the H4 time frame. You get it? But in the meantime, we're having a rejection level. Price too needs to what? Retest on a key level. Price has not retested on a key level. So it's again. So always when you are taking an entry, when you are taking a position, you need to make sure you are taking a position on a key level. That's what mostly I expect it to happen in the market. I mostly expect price to what? I mostly expect price to retest on a key level, price to bounce on a key level before I'll take a decision. That's what mostly I would love to see on the chart. So currently it's on the H4 time frame. Price is not on a key level, but when it comes to the confluences of the time, the various time frames, they are all in the same direction. The daily and H4 are all in the same direction. So one thing I would prefer to see is what? Price breaking through, because you're having a tradable zone. So when you look left, that you can take advantage of. So that's what I would love to see on the chart. But for the meantime, broken below this one, then I'll go in for what? A sell. So let's check out on gold and see. Let's check out on gold and see what's going to happen. Let's check out on gold and see. So tomorrow gold is going to move very massively. So let's see whether gold is still going to move further up or what. We are going to be having you are going to be seeing retracement because gold has rallied up for a very long time. Gold has rallied up for a very long time. So let's see whether we are going to be seeing a retracement. Okay, whether we are going to be seeing a retracement on gold. So let's see. So everything is going to be determined tomorrow. Everything is going to be determined tomorrow. So when you move to gold on the monthly time frame, the monthly time frame is currently an uptrend. When you move to the weekly time frame, so the weekly time frame is also what currently an uptrend. So price is currently what has created a resistance over here. Price has currently created a resistance over here. Okay, it is also having a support over here. Price is having a support over here. So if price is moving down, it can retrace. We can see a retracement to this side and price to move further up. You get it? You can see a retracement to this. That's what I'm expecting it to happen. So the weekly time frame is still hot. The weekly time frame is still an uptrend, but this is just a minor retracement. So when it comes to correction or retracement, I don't recommend you to be taking corrections or to be taking trades on correction. But when it comes to like something like the weekly time frame, a correction can be what it can be a trend when you move to the lower time frame, like the daily time frame, H4 time frame. This correction can just be what a trend. Okay, so let's move to the daily time frame and see. So when you move to the daily time frame, the moment this one, even though it's a correction at the weekly time frame, by the moment this level will break, so let's check whether they can. So now the candle has broken below. Okay, so now it's a downtrend. So as I stated earlier, that sometimes the correction can be a trend at the daily time frame or the H4 time frame. When it comes to the weekly time frame, we are seeing it happening over here. So even though it was a weekly time frame, but when it comes to the daily time frame, it has become a trend. Okay, it has become a trend. So currently the trend is what a downtrend at the daily time frame. So let's move to the H4 time frame. So the daily time frame, so this is a daily time frame. So we're having a tradable zone over here. So I'm very sure this zone is going to be filled by gold. So gold too, we're having a gap. We're having a gap on gold. Open, okay. I think there was no gap on gold. Open, close. So when you move to the weekly time frame, so let's plot out the level very well. So when you move to the H4 time frame, so on the H4 time frame, so these are the various rejectional levels. These are the various rejectional levels. We're having a rejection level over here. So currently, these are the various rejectional levels. Okay, so gold is currently, so I've already been saying this on the stream, that anytime you see various rejection level, one thing you need to understand is what we are going to see: consolidation in price. We are going to see price ranging. Okay, anytime you get to know, or anytime you see rejectional levels, one thing you need to understand is what we are going to get a lot of consolidation. So this one, for instance, I'm expecting price to consolidate because this is a key level. This is a strong level. So anytime price will get there, it's either going to break out or it's going to. Price is currently what being rate tested on the various levels. We can see it over here that price is being rate tested on the various levels. Okay, so we can see price is being rejected, price is being what, rate tested or rejecting on what, the various level. So we can see as price broke out, it is rate testing, it's struggling to what, to break through. So that it's easy for you to what, identify if the price is going to, if price is going to consolidate or what, if price is going to break out. So mostly that's why it's always advisable to trade in a zone that you don't have various levels, because when it comes to the higher time frame, so that's why we normally use the higher time frame for our take profits and what, our mostly for take profits, or where you are going to be out from the market. Because normally when price gets to the higher time frame, for instance, you are either going to see a rejection or a breakout. So those levels are very sensitive. So if I've been be on the stream for a very long time, you can see that when it comes to the rejectional level, I normally don't pay attention to the M15 or the M30. But when it comes to the H4, the daily and the weekly, they are very sensitive levels that anytime price will get there, it's going to get rejected. Okay, so currently price is on this level and it is struggling to break through. So it's either going to consolidate or price is going to what, break out. Okay, but for the meantime, we can't take a sell, because one thing is what, the daily time frame is a downtrend, H4 is a downtrend, so you need to go for a sell. So the best level or the best tradable zone is going to be this side. That's the best tradable zone to go for. I think i think so. When you look at this range, this range is not all that big like this. Okay, this range is not, when you move to the H4 time frame, you're going to see it very well. You wait for price to break out on this level, then you take a sell. That's the best, because this range is not all that good for what, for a trade. So that's what I'm going to recommend for you to be doing. So that's it for gold. That's it for gold. Okay, so whether what I'm expecting is going to be created, because when you move to this side, we're having the daily rejectional level. Okay, we're having rejectional level, so it's always important to pay attention to this level, even though the gap might be filled. But as to when the gap is going to be filled, we can't tell for now. Okay, we can't tell when the gap is going to be filled. This gap will definitely get filled. Okay, this gap will definitely get filled, but price doesn't look good. Price doesn't look good for us to what, look at. Price doesn't look good for us to look at it. So I think today I'm having a technical issue with the platform I'm using. I'm having a technical issue. So maybe. Okay, so we might either get a trade on USD CHF or GU. Okay, they all look good for focus is on this gap. My focus is on this gap. So you either get a trade on what's level. So I'm not going to recommend a sell for now. I'm not going to recommend a sell for now, because when you move to the daily time frame, we're having a daily rejectional level. We're having a daily rejectional level. So the chances that price is going to rate test on this one before moving up. So maybe you might be seeing a consolidation before the gap will even start filling. You might be seeing a consolidation before the gap will start filling. But we have a gap over here for price to get filled. That's the most important thing. So you're having a gap over here for price to get filled. But we need to wait for a shift in structure. Structure what counts first before you think about the various levels. As price has gotten to a key level, if price has gotten to what, a, a rejectional level. It's all important, but the most important thing is what you wait for, a shift in structure. That's the most important thing. You wait for a shift in structure. That's the most important thing. So let me check something on this. Okay. So when it comes to the H1, for instance, you're having this rejection level over here for the H1 time frame. You're having this rejection over here. So price, it would have been a nice sell to take, to go in for a sell. If price closed around this side, it would have been a nice sell to go for. But currently, the way price was behaving, it wasn't advisable to be. So let me see USD So maybe I might get to take advantage of this gap. When you move to the H4, I might take advantage of the gap. I might take advantage of the gap at the H4 time frame. But let's see what's going to happen. Let's see how the H1 candle is going to close. But the gap is really going to get filled. The gap is really going to get filled before price will take off. Before price will take off. Okay, so uh I'm waiting for the shift in structure before I'll even try to. So I'm finding ways to take advantage of the gap. I'm finding ways on how I'll go in for this gap. But for the meantime, I think there was no opportunity for that. For the meantime, there was no opportunity for that. But I'm finding ways to take advantage of this gap. The same thing applies to USD CHF. I need to get an opportunity on either of them. Okay. But I'm hoping maybe it's going to create a structure, because currently, if you are taking a sell, one thing you need to understand is what if you take a buy now, price is currently on a downtrend. You get it? Price is currently on a downtrend. So it's not advisable or recommended to take a buy now. You need to wait for a sell, okay, before you go in for a sell. But for the meantime, I would not love to take a buy for now. I need to wait for a shift in structure. So at least, because you're having rejectional levels, this is what weekly time frame, this H4 time frame. So if I take a sell now, it's not advisable. Okay. But for the meantime, I've even reached my last week I reached my goal. So unless maybe I receive my payout before I even take a trade, so I'll try it out. That's what I was trying it out and see, because they give me the dates as today. I want to receive the payout and see how legit these people are. I want to receive the payout, so I'll try it out and I will see whether, because they said only for Tuesday, rewards can be requested only for Tuesdays Dubai time, according to Times Africa, active on 4th. So today is 4th. Today is 4th. So I have to wait for the payout. So after the stream, I'll request for the payout and see. I request for the payout and see. So if I request for the payouts, I request for the payouts and see. So for the meantime, I'm relaxed, waiting for the proper thing to happen. You get it? I'm waiting for the proper thing to happen. So as I said, it's going to come down to this side. Okay, it's going to come down to this side. So it's always, I think, as I decided to go by these rules, I decided to be trading like this way. I think my win rate has been high and it has given me more confidence. Okay, so no matter the losses you've been experiencing, no matter the wins you've been experiencing, one thing you need to understand is what you need to have a strategy that will resonate with how your lifestyle. You get it? You need to have a strategy that resonates with your lifestyle. So I think the best way for you to go. Okay, so the best way for you to go is what, when majority of the time frames are in the same direction, you follow the trend. Okay, you follow the trend. But if you try to move against when the time frames are inconsistent with each other, I think it's going to be very bad for your trading. Okay, it's going to be very, very bad for your trading. So this is what I'm waiting for the. So today maybe I might close the stream early. So the 8 o'clock candle is going to close very soon. It's going to close very soon. So you see how the level is getting rejected. See how the level is going to get, this gap is going to get filled. This gap is definitely going to get filled, but as to when to enter is the problem. When to enter, I don't want to go against my rules because even if you look at the H1 time frame, even the trend on H1 time frame is what, an uptrend. The trend on H1 time frame is an uptrend, so it's always advisable to what, be going in for. So the H1 candle is going to close very soon, and if You see the H1 candle, the level is rejecting price to move further up, to move down. Okay, it's struggling to move down. It's not advisable for me to go for a sell now. I have to wait for a shift in structure, get a proper entry, then I'll go in for a sell. I think that's the best way to go, because for now there's no proper way to go in for a sell now. So the H1 candle has closed. The H1 candle has closed. The H1 candle has closed. Is the wick going to be filled? For now, we don't know. So when it comes to the H4 time frame, so we're having a rejection level over here. Okay, we're having a rejection level over there. So that's it for GU. That's it for GU. So I don't want to go against my rules. I have to wait for a shift in structure. If price close below this one, if suppose maybe if price close below this one, with that one I would have waited for the H1, the H4 candle to close below. When it's closed below, then I will move to H1. Okay, then I will look for H1, a break of structure, then I'll go in for this sell, because the sell is going to be very sweet. The sell is going to be very, very sweet, but we need to wait for confirmation. If I don't get the GU, maybe I'll go in for the USD CHF. I think, yeah, the USD CHF is going to be very nice and cool. This gap is going to be filled, so I think this one will even create the opportunity. This one is going to give us the opportunity to give us the market structure, an uptrend market structure. Then we're going forward a buy. Then we're going for a buy. That's what I'm looking up to. So this week my focus is on GU and what USD CHF. By the way, GU moves very fast, so I'm not sure I'll be able to get the sell opportunity. I'm not sure I'll be able to get a sell opportunity. So every week I need one high quality setup, one high quality trade setup. That's what mostly I go in for. One high quality setups, then I hit it hard. But as to when price or when the market is going to give me that opportunity, I can't tell for now. Okay, I can't tell for now. So don't be moved. Don't just take impulse entry because we are looking for this gap to be filled. You don't have to be taking impulse entry, even though the gap is going to be filled, but I don't know when the gap is going to be filled. Price can just move up, okay, and later it can be tomorrow or what. You don't know when the gap is going to be filled. So don't just take an impulse entry and be thinking the gap is going to be filled, because you're having a lot of rejectional levels. You get it? Having a lot of rejectional levels, so you don't know when price is going to get filled. By today, I will not stay long on the stream. So we need to be very patient. And as I've been saying, everyone sees the market differently. So you need to move according to the way you trade. Okay. Don't watch someone and just be doing things that doesn't align with the way you trade. Okay, so as I said earlier, those who are trading small accounts, it's very difficult for you to measure your performance. Okay, and trading is a performance game. If you are trading small accounts, it's going to be very hard. That's the hard truth. Okay, if you want to see whether your strategy works, whether your strategy doesn't work, trading small accounts is going to be very difficult. So if you know how to trade, just go in for a bigger account so that you can be able to manage your risks well. You get it? You can be able to manage your risks, because if you are trading $50 account, $20 account, unless maybe you you are trying to test out your strategy, that's normal. You don't want to just be focused on the money. With that one, it's normal. But the best thing I will advise you, if you know how to trade, is what? If you know how to trade, then you need to, so those struggling, especially those who know how to trade and they are still stuck on the small account, that's not going to give you consistency. So those who know how to trade, as I've been saying, I'm a testimonial. I never knew I'm a consistent trader. I never knew I'm a profitable trader, because when it comes to small accounts, one thing that happens is what? When you fund accounts, you can't manage risks, especially $20. You can't manage your risks on $20, $30. Okay, because losses are part of the game. You are going to be losing some time. So if you lose, you get discouraged. If you lose, you get discouraged. But if you're having an account like $10,000, you're having an account like $5,000, with that one, you are very confident and sure you can manage risks. Okay, you can manage risks perfectly on such accounts. But with a small account, it's going to be very difficult. For as a beginner, if you don't know how to trade, just stick to the small account. Make sure you are going in small, small. So especially if you find it like $50, and $50 you can be trading it like maybe 0.1, 0.2. Going slow. With that money, your mind is not on it to what to take care of yourself, to pay for your bills or something, but you just want to test out how things works. Okay, that's going to be your goal. Your goal is what? You are going to use it to test out how things really works, but not what? To be making money, something significant. That's not what should be your goal. Your goal should be using it to test things out. That's what you need to go for when it comes to small accounts. Okay, so it's going to be very difficult. So just stay in the game, be patient with it, with a small account, and with time you go in for bigger accounts. So after this account, I'm just trying to build I want to get a portfolio. Okay, so after this account, I'm going to go for 10K accounts. I'm going to trade it. We are ending to the end of year. Sometimes it's going to be very scary, but I'm going to be very super patient, because end of year we're having a lot of festive seasons and other stuff. So I have to make sure maybe I'll pass it before the end of the year. So after getting this payout, I'll just top up and go in for bigger accounts like 10K. I'm starting it gradually. Okay, I'm just building a portfolio. So if I make this withdrawal, I'll use it to buy another account. But I have to go in for a legit proprietary firm. You don't have to go in for a proprietary firm that you pass everything, later you will not see them anymore. That's not the best proprietary firm to go for. So after that, I'll go in for 10K accounts. And I'm definitely sure that I'm going to pass it, because the way I trade, I'm very conservative, I'm very patient. So it's currently $97, close to $100. It's currently, let me check the 50K account. The 50K account is what, 300. I think this one worth it, 378. It's kind of expensive. So the 25K account, 275. $10,000. So I think that one worth it. So I'll go in for small. I'll go in for 10K and see how it's going to go. Then we take it from there. So the gap is getting filled. The gap is getting filled gradually, gradually. This gap is going to be filled, but there was no entry. Okay, there was no entry for the meantime. So you need to, if you want to qualify for a firm, you need to first of all know how to trade. Okay, so anyone can participate in it, but you need to know how to trade. If you don't know how to trade, you are going to lose it because the trading is very difficult. Trading is not easy. It's very difficult, especially waiting for the right thing to happen. A lot of people are not going to get that patient to wait for those things to happen, things to align before they will even take a trade and other stuffs. Okay, it's very difficult. So you have to first of all know how to trade. If you know how to trade, start with your small account. Make sure you are able to see significant progress on your small account before you even try betting on those challenges. Other than that, you are going to fail. So start with your small accounts. Apply the same rules that they normally require you to be using. So if you're having a small account like $50, tell yourself, or maybe I'm going to risk 1% on per trade. Okay, because if you can't grow your small account, there's no way you can grow a bigger account. It's the same principle. If you're not disciplined on your small account, you are not going to be disciplined on a bigger account. So you need to understand this basic principle and you take it from there. So if you can grow your small account, if you trade your small account, you grow it for some time, then what? If you see significant progress, you move on to a proprietary firm account. So me, for instance, I traded for more than 6 years. I traded for a very long time before even going for those challenges. Okay, I made sure I'm very good at what I do. I'm very consistent before I even tried it. I didn't just jump in because I thought people were doing it, so I jump in. Other than that, you are going to lose money. Okay, you are going to lose money. So that's how it goes. So you need to make sure you know how to trade before you go in for such accounts. Okay, so that's how it goes. If you don't know how to trade, I'm not going to advise you to be doing that. So make sure you are seeing significant progress on your small accounts before you try to venture into those accounts. So as a beginner, try and find your small account, $50, $20. Apply the same rules to most people is what when they are trading small accounts, they don't apply risk management. Risk management is what? Risk management is the key principle to be successful in this game. If you don't understand risk management, then being successful in this game is going to be very difficult. Risk management is very, very important because one thing is what any projection or any speculation we do on the chart, we don't have absolute control on how the market is going to move. Okay, the market is decentralized, so you don't know exactly how price is going to move. So we need to wait for the right thing. We mostly anticipate. Okay, so apply risk management. Don't be too confident in the trade you are executing. That's when most people normally lose a lot of money, lose their accounts because they thought everything is going to move. Anytime they enter a trade, they need to be in profit. That's not how it goes. Those successful traders manage their risks. They don't jump into trades anyhow. You get it, because they feel like, so me for instance, I can move the whole of a week and I've not taken a trade. I'm more like I wait for high quality trade setup, something that I've seen it happening over and over again before I execute trades. That's what mostly I do. I don't just jump into trades just like that. If it doesn't move, it doesn't align with my trade criteria, I'm not going to enter. Okay, so that's how you need to treat trading. Okay, so losses are part of the game. No matter what, you are going to be losing some at certain point in time. But you need to what understand that you can succeed when you what maximize your profits. When trade is moving in your favor, you maximize the potential out of the trade. You maximize the potential out of the trade. That's what mostly we do. So you don't have to be taking profits partially. Allow the trade, if it's moving in your favor, allow it to move in your favor very smoothly. That's the best way to go. So I'm currently waiting. The game, the rule for the game is to wait. So I'm not seeing anything that aligns with the way I trade. So I'm currently waiting for the right thing. That's what you need to do. So one thing you need to understand is what, so far as price is moving, so far as price is moving, it will definitely get your turn. It will definitely aligns according to the way you trade and you execute. So far as price is moving, it will get your turn. So don't rush the game. That's my principle. So my principle is what, so far as price is moving, I will definitely get a trade if I'm patient. But the moment I rush and do something that is outside my trading plan, I start losing. So far as price is moving, I will definitely get a trade. That's my principle. So we're having multiple rejections over here. Multiple rejections. So who is saying how does one is it free? Hey Charlie, people want free things, so you want everything to be free. The world doesn't operate like that. It's not free. You need to pay. Why do you want it to be free? You don't want to pay for something. Anything that you don't pay for, you don't normally value it. That's how it works. If something is given to you for free, imagine maybe the thing is for free. Are you going to even manage risks? Are you going to even be patient? You are just going to what? Just inputting trade, just left, right, center, without waiting for a confirmation. But if you pay for it, you are going to make sure you have a strategy, you have a history backing your strategy before you are not going to be executing someone's signals or someone telling you this and you execute. You are going to make sure you understand. So you need to pay for things. If you pay for it, that's when you are going to value it. You need to pay. So this zone is going to be filled. This zone is going to get filled by a structure that doesn't look good for me. Structure doesn't look good. So we are seeing multiple rejection at those levels. But definitely price will move up. Price will move down. Definitely price will move down to get that point filled. That area is going to get filled. So it is breaking through. Price is breaking through. Okay, so I'm waiting for the 30-minute candle to close then. So the gap is getting filled. The gap is getting filled. So let me check. I want to take advantage of the USD CHF on. So the USD CHF will definitely create structure over here, but I don't like the way GBP USD is looking at. By the gap, it would definitely get filled. So that is, as it is moving down, it is trying to fill the gap. So that gap will definitely get filled. So price will correct the whole of this move. You get it? It will correct the whole of this move. So it has moved like 17 pips. So the gap will definitely get filled. Okay, so I think I will call it a day over here. I have something to attend to. So I wanted the 30 minutes candle to close. So I have to prepare for the trading the month. You get it? I have to prepare. So I have to make the withdrawal, then I will prepare for the month. So the H4 is definitely going to, on USD CHF, H4 is definitely going to create a way. It's going to create a structure. Then we take advantage of the buy. That's what I'll be looking for. So waiting patiently for a proper trade setup. Okay, so the gap is getting filled. The gap is getting filled. Okay, so see you tomorrow. Okay, I have something to attend to. So see you tomorrow. All right, so those in the private group, if anything, I will update you people. Okay, bye bye. So YouTube, see you all tomorrow, same time. Bye.